Takeoff. Home point updated.
I actually haven't really done anything today. Today is a day of rest. I will do a little bit this afternoon with my sifter. I've been sifting rocks, and you can kind of see it in the shade there. There's a little child's pool, and that's where I put, after the rocks get sifted, they go into the little pool to get washed. And you can't really see it. You can kind of see it. That silver thing right there, there's a cord coming out of it, is a pump. Ah! Let's see. So there's a pump that the orange hose is the water, and there's another pump right there that actually pumps out water with the dirt, and that goes into the ditch over there and goes away to the street. And then what will happen is, where that white table is and this other square, there's two squares right there. Those two squares, they're supposed to get those rocks. And we actually did a bunch of work on the sprinklers. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off the AC. It's so loud. Can't even hear myself think. So this square right here with the two boxes, the sprinkler boxes, was all medium-sized rocks. And there was a leak, so we had to dig it up. And because we dug it up, the rocks are now like completely infiltrated with dirt. And so I'm taking all of the dirt and the rocks out, as you can see in these two black barrels, and sifting them. And then what we'll do is we'll put the dirt back down, and then the rocks will go back on top with a there's like a little landscape fabric protective layer. And then the same will probably happen to this square, but this square also has these round little step stones. And then this path right here is supposed to have the small stones all the way over here, but that's all messed up, so the same process will need to be done here, is taking up the dirt, sifting out the rocks, and that process is probably I'm gonna do it for this whole path. I got the spiky bush out of the way, but I need to dig up right where the wood is, right here alongside the wood. There's a drainage pipe, and the drainage pipe is clogged because of the roots of this plant. So now I need to excavate the pipe and fix that. So this whole path is going to be dug up and sifted. This little triangle is going to be dug up and sifted. This square, the rest of this path down here, and on the other side between the garden and, I'm not doing all of this today, but this is what is planned. Between the garden and the gutter, there's a bunch of rocks, so the wood here needs to be removed. And sifted. These patches next to the path are like little gardens. Those are going to be fixed up. And I did a whole bunch of burning last night. I burned the rest of the cardboard I had to burn. I started burning some of the wood. That's all the ash from the previous fire that I had is right there. Is the ash pile from the fire pit. That will be mixed in with new dirt because it helps make the dirt more fertile. The wood, the rails are now loaded on the wagon, so those are ready to be moved to the backyard. Oh, and that sifting, we had to do the same with the sprinkler boxes that are right here. There's 2 sprinkler boxes. This is actually the main water line to the yard. Is right there. Let's see if I can. Where that red thing is. That red thing is the main water line to the outside. So the main water from the water towers comes in right there on the side of the garage. And for the outside is right there. And that sprung a leak. So we had to dig up this whole area, and now you can see the rocks are all messed up with dirt. And we also had to work on the sprinkler boxes. So this whole area needs to be sifted and relayed. And there's also a clog in a drainage pipe that's right there where that hole is. And I think the clog is either like right under the wood. So it's super hard to get to. So that's going to be dug up and relayed. That all needs to be sifted. It's a lot of sifting. Fortunately, I have a motorized sifter, so it helps a lot, but it's still a lot of work. That wood panel needs to be brought to the back. That wood panel there at the end of the tarp needs to be brought to the back so it can be disposed of. And then right here against the house, between the sidewalk and the house, I am going to put some like ground shrubs because we have a little cat plaything. That catio right there. And it has accessories that are not currently installed, and it has enough accessories that it can extend along the house and then over around the corner and go down this way. And then the cats, because they're indoor cats, we don't let them roam outside. If they roamed outside, they would get eaten by coyotes super fast. So they get to play in this tent thing, and that way they can go outside and watch the birds, because I have a little bird feeder right there. Can't really see it. There it is. They love, oh my god, they are obsessed with watching the birds, and we have a lot of lizards. They love watching the lizards. Oh my god. They're like crazy. They will stay glued to the glass doors and just watch for lizards. So let's see what else is going on. It is a beautiful day. What's the weather right now? Where's my phone? It's like 70 something. Oh, it's actually, it heated up a lot. It's like 80 something now. Oh, I forgot to show you. I have my own weather station on the house. It was something I backed on Kickstarter. It has no moving parts. It's really cool. There it is. The weather flow tempest. And so the top of it detects rain. Those black things are solar panels. The space in between the top part and the bottom is like a wind sensor. It senses wind using supersonic. It has temperature, barometer, humidity, all that stuff. It's really cool. So, what's the weather like right now? Oh, you know what? I think the thing came unplugged, so it might be down. Let me check the receiver real quick. Okay, it did come undone, so it is starting up again. Back online. $82.2. Oh, this is where I went to 6th grade. Okay, so let's see, that's my house right there with the solar panels right there. And 6th grade right here. I went to a bunch of different elementary schools growing up, but this is where I went to 6th grade before I went to middle school. This is the field for recess, playground. My classroom was like right here, right next to the field. Right at the edge here. The cafeteria is that big white building. My drone's gonna have to land soon. There's the one of the horse places that's closer to the house.
Obstacle sensing unavailable. Fly with caution.
Right next to it is this is like a timeshare right here, and then across the street is more part of the timeshare is like a tennis court, and then over here is a park, which I will show you another time because I'm sitting inside and I don't have enough signal to get over there. Oh, we're back. Although it's about to auto land.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds. Return to home.
So I'm gonna do a little bit of work. We'll see how much I can get done. Wish me luck.